Hey everybody. I I really did a lot of work with my sexual adventure. Um Unfortunately it's changing again. But that's just the way it is. Um Stories change as you get. I did a lot of editing on chapter 1, and it did 15 pages on chapter 1 by itself. It's really soaring. It's up to 430, or no, it's 450 reads on Wattpad. I will put the link down below. Check it out. I really like it. It's a little bit more hot and heavy than it was because I kind of broke away from it. Uh, and and the ratings dropped because of that and everything. I'm not doing it because of the ratings. Um, I'm just doing it uh, I'm doing it because of how the story is moving along. We're talking about a 38-year-old woman, Jennifer. We're talking about a 42-year-old woman named Judy. They're just, I mean, I think people do strange things as they get older because they know that they don't have that much time left to do things. So why not do the things that we like to do, into our not like to do, but do the things that we were curious or we were too afraid to do and just do it and then move on with our life, kind of like a midlife crisis type thing. And we all go through it. I believe, and if not, I think most people who don't are maybe could be a little bit late, not lazy, but a little bit um, boring. I mean, it could be. I don't know, but I thought it was really, really, really good. Um, I really like how I started on chapter 2. Uh, I changed the title. The chapter 1 is window dressing for a new lover, and the second one is a girl's night out, and that's when she tells that she got she tells Jennifer tells Judy, hey, this really attractive, badass looking chick hit on me and gave me her number and everything. And so the original was that I was going to have, where she gets kidnapped, which she did in my story and everything. All that's going to change. There's no human trafficking, I mean, and everything. I really, I thought it was an interesting idea. Um, but I think this is better. This is all more about relationships, sex in the relationship, and how Jennifer, says goodbye to her boyfriend and all that good stuff. And I'm just going to keep it like that. So uh, I did some things with. I mentioned this before in my other videos that I did some changes with Flame. I've done so many changes with Flame. It's not funny, but I realized I think I need more of a creation story. So I did this creation story, uh, you know, and it's called intro. It's just an intro to all the chapters, so that you understand what's going on and everything. I started right, you know, where Trey or I actually try to remember his name. I think it was Trey. Trey, yeah, it was. Trey was, you know, he was going through all these changes and everything, and he just said goodbye to Chapstill, Wales, to Chapstill, a small town in Wales, and so and packed his bags. Didn't tell his parents. Didn't tell anybody. He was just leaving. He was gone. He's a werewolf, and everything. It sounds like a pretty interesting story, but I feel like I needed a a beginning, rather than start right there. Some stories you could just start basically at the ending, and then you talk about how everything got, and then you go back full circle. And another one is a murder. more of a paranormal story, which is what lies or whispers lie beneath. I think is name of that, and that is up on Wattpad. It is on Wattpad. It's only it's not much. There is not much to it. I haven't really started writing. Didn't write on it, but I got a spark of inspiration because I bought a book and it was about vampires and everything. And I started reading. And I said, that's exactly where I kind of wanted to do about the same thing that they did. Really, it was kind of interesting. It was almost eerie how close, I was like, interesting, but very different, very different. So, um, you know, without stepping on anybody's toes, I mean, I came up with my own creation story of Flame and the intro, and I will like to read it. And please tell me what you think in the comments below. And if anyone has my has my cell phone number, you can text me, whatever. I don't care. But if you want to put comments below, that's fine too. Howard, that sucks. I don't want to hear that. What the hell are you doing? That kind of thing. I'm used to it. I am totally used to it, and that is okay. And I will keep I will keep going on because I don't know. Making people unhappy is kind of fun to me, and I'm being funny about that. Okay, this is a Flame intro. Space in the universe is indeed a very dark and lonely place. Before the stars sang and twinkled in the evening night sky, before the planets orbited around the other solar systems, before Earth itself existed, there was only darkness. The darkness loved the loneliness, loved the unformed shape of the universe. That is until it got bored. Bored with the emptiness, bored with the loneliness that once gave it such joy, now has given such uneasiness. The void needs something, it needs shape and form to which it can manifest itself to a creation that only knows darkness, but it needs to be quiet in doing such things, for the light may hear and see what the void is working on. I will be a God to my own creation. I will manifest myself in what I have created. I'm sorry. I repeated that. I had seen the works of what the light itself can do. I must intertwine myself in its creation, in the void. Said the void, sorry. The light indeed had been working hard with its own works and creation, keeping itself from the void, trying to keep the void from corrupting the works of the light. Likewise, the void waited and watched the works of the light. The void stood patiently as the universe grew with width and depth. Soon the planets grew along with the stars that we see today. The light left behind a star that gives Earth its heat and light. The sun remains a beacon of the great power of the light, a great power that the light has has over it has that the light has over its accomplishments. Sorry. The light created guardians of the realms of the earth. The realms became instruments of guiding one through the great planet. And more as mortals grew in numbers, they learned to use an instrument called the compass. The north, south, east, and west are the guardians of the realms of earth. The light granted power the light granted powers to the witches that that protected the earth's realm. They themselves were given a portion amount of the light. I lost my place. Okay. They took the rightful places and sat in unseen realms, watching over their own domain. So there's other dimensions that you can't see them, but they're there. You know. Tara look Tara looks with awe and in wonderment. Tara grew tired of hearing of how the universe got started. Tara wanted to hear how her people came into existence. Young, small Tara yawns deeply. I know all about this, Mommy. When did the great realm come? Oh, when did, it looks like great to me. When did the dark realm come? How did we exist? Asked Tara. Tara's red hair fell over the pillow. Her hair has tight spirals which bounce back into shape when one pulls on it. Many kids in the dark realm love playing with Tara's tight curls. Tara's mom sighed and closed the book. You know the story. Get some sleep, Tara. It's just a story. The void got the void got jealous and turned some of the mortals into vampires. Well, that's what the story tells us. The witches created another dimension. Oh, I know. I know. It's called the Dark Realm, Tara said. Correct. See? You know the story. It's time for sleep, said for Jadis. I changed the mother's name to Jadis. Quickly, Tara closed her eyes and drifted to sleep. Jadis closed the black curtains of Tara's four-post bed. A white crystal around Jadis's neck glowed with a white light. She quickly covered her hand over it. Jadis continued to draw the black curtains on her daughter's bed when daughter's bed, then made her way to the balcony and her in her daughter's bedroom, in her daughter's room, I should say. A white light was seen in the woods. Please wait, I'm coming, Jadis said telepathically. Jadis heard Jadis's hands still clutching the crystal in her hand. She walks away from her daughter's bedroom and quickly turns into a dark wispy smoke. She down the stairs to the front door. Jadis materializes, then opens the front door, then walks to the woods. The moon hung high in a darkened evening sky. It's a full moon. The darkness of the sky made it look like a silver plate. The sun making the edges of the sky look orangish. It's the time of day that the sky looks to be on fire. Jadis walks into the woods. Her aura glows around her. Jadis. That's it. That's what I got so far. I think it's really good. It sounds a lot more professional. I'm very proud of myself. I can write. I can read. It shocks everybody. Including myself. So um, I haven't worn my glasses because someone said that you could see the reflection. Yeah, reflection. I don't care. If you can't get over it, go, oh well. I gotta see. I gotta see what I'm doing. And that's a shout out to a friend of mine that I love very much. And it was because of her. Her name's Ricky. I'm going to say her name. Screw it. I'm going to say her name. Her name's Ricky. She helped me a lot. She helped me a lot. She used really tough love on me when I thought I did really, really well in my writing. She she used tough love, and I needed that, and I really did need that, and I knew she was right, and that's what was so frustrating. That's why I was so mad. But anyway, but that made me want to do better. That made me want to write better for myself, and everything. Um, and it is hard. Like I said, if you're dyslexic, use gotit.com. Use Pro Writing Aid. I have to say that slowly because I want to say something else. ProWritingAid.com is another one. I'll put all these links down below. I have the links on other videos, so if you want to do that. And Grammarly, I use Grammarly quite often. I use Grammarly all the time. What's really nice about Grammarly, and this is why I like about Grammarly, is the fact that when you use it and you put it on your Google, because I use Google to for the internet. Oh, excuse me. And I use Google for the internet and everything. I put the extension on. It corrects everything that you do, and then not only that, but it gives you a report card every quarter or something like that. It gives you a report card quite frequently. I think it's every quarter, and it tells you this is what you're really good at this and you're really bad at that, and it gives you a list of what you need to work on, and it gives you a very detailed and how to use commas, how to use certain punctuation marks, how to use certain things, and everything in your writing. And I love it. And Grammarly also has where you can actually pay somebody to read your work, and it's actually not bad. I think it's like for a novel, I think it's like $200 or something like that. It might be a little bit more, but it's not bad. So if you want someone professional to read it, I'm really fussy of who I want to, I really want to get to a point where I could do it myself, and get very close because I really want to be a self-publisher. I want to go on Amazon and publish my stories that way. Um, you know, so I don't have to fight with people. but but that's the goal. But I want to get it as perfectly done as I possibly can. I mean, if I can get to 98%, I'm happy. But I really want to get to 100% perfect. But I have never seen a book who's perfect. Probably about 99.9%, it's perfect, and that's about where I want to be. So, I mean, if people are paying money to read my stuff, I want to show respect to the people who are paying money, because I know, sometimes, do I get milk or do I get a book? Guess what? Milk's going to win on that one, or a gas to go to your job. I understand that. I get it. We all been there, and I want to get this also onto Kindle. If I get when I get this on Kindle, my stories on Kindle and everything, I'm seeing about 99 cents per story or whatever, and then maybe if there's a series along the line, maybe like 99 cents for the whole series, and and everything, and that'd be kind of cool, and that'd be good, help people. So, all right. That's about it. That's about all I have. I did a lot of retooling my sexual adventure. I think it's hot. It's really 15 pages on chapter one, and oh my gosh, I mean, it's like you gotta be kidding me. It's very sexy. It's very very hot. Very in your face to a degree. Um, and everything. If you read it on Wattpad, please let me know what you thought about it. I really would really appreciate this and everything. Like I said, my videos are going to be plain Jane. This is about as exciting as it's going to get in this channel. Um, it's just I just want to have people have insights to what it's like to be dyslexic and to be a writer, and how hard it is and how much of a struggle. But the creativity is definitely there. You heard it. I read it. it's there. If it wasn't for that, I probably wouldn't be doing this. So my glasses came from Etsy. I got it from Etsy. Um, it was linked under Futuristic Joker. That was the name of it. I thought it was so cool looking. When I got it, I was kind of afraid how well will it look. And I said, hell with it. I'm just gonna put lenses in, so I can see. I might tint them, and that's another thing for dyslexic people. You might want to tint your glasses to whatever shade of color that actually helps you to read. Yeah, it's that simple. Sometimes it's yellow. I think blue. I want. I think it's yellow, blue, green. I think is one, and you can actually. It's free. You can well, not the tinting of the glasses, but it's free if you go online and you look for dyslexic color, you know, um, uh, tints for Windows and every for Windows for the for your screen on your computer and everything. I've done it. It's really good. You can I can't think of the website right now, and I'll have to do some research. Once I do that, I will put the link down below so you can get it. It's free. You can judge about how dark you want it and how light you want it and everything, and tweak it, and just play with the colors. See what works well for you. I kind of noticed that the darker colors makes the letters pop out better for me. So I'm thinking about maybe red. Um, put red on my tint on my. I think that would look pretty freaking cool, in my opinion. So, and another thing too that I want is to be personable. I want to be like that. I'm talking to you and nobody else, and I hope I come off that way. I don't want to come off as like dis, you know, disingenuous or whatever. But that's another thing. I don't care about the flashy intros and the graphics and everything. Maybe it's just I'm turning 45. Maybe I'm just getting old. I don't know. But I hope I'm entertaining just by itself, and I hope to be more entertaining as I go on. Thank you, thank you, thank you for. I think I have 5 followers right off the bat. It was 5 people, and I know they had to be 5 of my friends because who else would they be doing that? I want to thank you for those 5 people who and Ricky's one of them. She was the very very first person to even because she texted me and she was trying to figure out what I was doing. And I said, I'm doing a YouTube channel. She, oh my God, I gotta see. Yes, 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 yes. so, so, so she got to see it the first time. I uploaded it and she saw it. She, oh my God, it's awesome. She was just so stoked. I was really, I mean, it was like this high for me the first time I did it. So anyway, it's 23 minutes long. I am trying to cut this as much as I can, um, but, um, but yeah, thank you for whoever is subscribing and everything. Maybe if I keep mentioning these software names for the people, maybe Grammarly or whoever, I mean, maybe they'll give me like codes that I can give away to people that need it. And I think dyslexic people or non-dyslexic people could always use something to help them write better. And that's another thing. I don't want to just have this as being a dyslexic thing. I want to be a universal thing because at the end of the day, we're all universal. We all die, we all live, we all, multiply, we all, we all get sick, we all get healthy. There's all, we're more alike. We just, we're just, there's just differences. And that's what makes the world go round, and that's what makes it wonderful to live in. and everything. And it's because of the differences. That's why you have art. That's why you have theater. Well, art. I mean, that's why you have this stuff because you know, um, what some may say is not the most manly thing is like reading poetry or writing poetry, but it's creative. And I used to be a bodybuilder. I used to be a power lifter. Um, you know, and everything. And I love to write. I love. I would like to write poetry, but I am not a good poet. But I'm a good storyteller, and that's all it takes. So you know, just because you're a meathead that can lift a lot of weight doesn't mean that you can't write and you don't have a brain in your head. You do. You have a brain. Use it, and that's all it takes. It's just using what the biggest muscle in your head is your brain. So use it wisely, and use it for how God intended it to be used, not how what other people think you should use it. And I'll see you later. Bye.